वॉचिंग OMG 1 और मुझे वो फिल्म वाकई काफ़ी पसंद आई थी क्योंकि उसका सैटायर वाज सो गुड, काइंड ऑफ टॉकिंग अबाउट द कमर्शलाइजेशन ऑफ रिलीजन और हाउ charlatans are essentially exploiting people in the name of religion. It was so good, especially coming through as an angle of an atheist filing a case against God. Hi, I am Pratiksha Mishra and you're listening to my review of OMG 2. जब OMG 2 का टीज़र आया था, I was like, हाँ, seems interesting, but I was a little skeptical. क्योंकि जब OMG 1 रिलीज़ हुई थी, तब की दुनिया और अब की दुनिया थोड़ी सी अलग है. But this film has very much pleasantly surprised me क्योंकि इतना अच्छा एंगल लिया इस फिल्म में कि I was actually like, हाँ, interesting. In this film, now completely a devout Shiv Bhakt, we meet Kanti Sharan Mudgal, played by Pankaj Tripathi, who essentially goes to court and asks people why isn't sex education properly taught in schools. वो इस fight में आते कहाँ से हैं? His son is rusticated from school जब उनका एक private video release हो जाता है in which he is doing something that everyone deems to be a vulgar act. और इसी के चलते चलते the child is embarrassed, everyone is essentially just making fun of him, bullying him. All of this also happens because he was bullied in school and didn't really get any proper answers to his questions. After he has a revelation of his own that isn't very well explained, we see Kanti essentially goes to court and be like, my son needs to be back in school क्योंकि गलती उसकी नहीं है. OMG 2 has a pretty good hook. इस hook के चलते चलते it's having a very important conversation about why comprehensive sex education is important in schools. It is challenging the idea कि sex education does not equal teaching sex. It's actually teaching people things like consent, teaching people things like how misogyny affects people, teaching kids essentially to kind of understand what good touch and bad touch is, you know, the basics of sex ed that we get in school. ये सब अगर स्कूल पे नहीं होता है तो then kids obviously will still go looking for answers और ये answers उनको मिलते हैं नकली डॉक्टर्स से और from the internet where information isn't always like 100% accurate और इसके चलते चलते children are in danger. And this kind of view of the film is pretty good. The film also kind of challenges the notion कि this idea of having comprehensive sex ed isn't a foreign concept. एक प्रॉब्लम इस फिल्म में ये है कि द लेंस इज वेरी काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, देयर इज नो नुआंस एज सच. Even though the film starts off kind of wanting to remove the taboo of something as simple as say masturbation, it goes into that line of being like, oh, sex is for procreation, sex इसलिए होता है क्योंकि दुनिया आगे बढ़ानी है, you know, women have children and that's where sex happens and yada that kind of line, where it's surprising क्योंकि उनका जो concept था, it would make much more sense to place pleasure over procreation in a conversation about sex, but that doesn't happen. यही होता है when you kind of base your entire argument about sex ed in a pre-colonial India and forget that अभी के India में भी there is a lot of conversations that are happening और ये conversations हमें दिखने को नहीं मिलते हैं. That is why there is a lot of nuance that is missing from a film. जो फिल्म सेक्स एजुकेशन का एडवोकेशन करना चाहता है उसी में सेक्स एड का रिसर्च इज कंपैरेटिवली लोअर एंड दैट sucks because the rest of the film is pretty good. One thing I like about the film is कि फिल्म का लैंग्वेज बहुत करेक्ट है. They use शुद्ध हिंदी for example to explain very complicated terms. Some of it seems complicated even in the film, but you're still at least sure कि people are listening. Words like yoni and ling are just, they're outwardly thrown out in the film and that's good because we shouldn't be silent about these things. एक और चीज़ जो the film deals with is the idea of sexual abuse, and content warning for people who don't want to listen to this, I'll probably talk about it for like 30 seconds. It deals with how when kids don't understand sex ed, when they don't receive sex ed, they cannot kind of, they don't understand concepts like consent, whether it is given or received, either way वो conversations नहीं होते हैं. जब parents अपने बच्चों से इन चीज़ों के बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं, then kids also won't open about these things to their parents, which can have very disastrous effects. ये सब जो डिस्कशन है is pretty good in the film because एक छोटा सा मोनोलॉग है where they mention things like consent and misogyny and how they're important to sex ed, and वो 5 सेकंड बहुत सही थे फिल्म के. There are some very effective scenes in the film as well which make you think, they make you wonder and kind of make you happy that they're being addressed. Akshay Kumar is in this film, of course, as a Shiv Doot. He plays a messenger of Lord Shiva, and वो कांति की जिंदगी में तब आते हैं when Kanti kind of hits a roadblock or doesn't know what to do. This is Akshay Kumar honestly at what he does best, the kind of comic timing, the body language that he has in a comedy, while also sticking clear to the serious kind of character that he's playing. It's very fun. बहुत मजा आता है genuinely अक्षय कुमार को देख के. और कैरेक्टर जो है कांति का, टू हैव पंकज त्रिपाठी प्लेइंग इट मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ सेंस ऑल्सो बिकॉज ही सीम्स लाइक अ नेचुरल. उनका डायलॉग डिलीवरी इन इटसेल्फ इज सो गुड कि वो कॉमेडी हो या जस्ट सीरियस काइंड ऑफ डायलॉग डिलीवरी हो, इज डूइंग बोथ वेरी वेल. The lawyer who is next to him essentially is Yami Gautam. She plays, funnily enough, a character called Kamini, and her character could have like done more. There could have been more layers to her. मतलब ऐसा बताया जाता है कि वो बहुत ही खूंखार लॉयर है. she wins cases. It's dangerous that she's here. Is very smart. Has a personal stake in this. पर उनके arguments उतने strong लगते नहीं हैं. वो एक ही argument वल्गर है repeat करती रहती हैं, which kind of takes away from a little of the film's writing. फिल्म की पेसिंग थोड़ी सी ऑफ है, कहीं कहीं पे इनकंसिस्टेंट लगती है, कहीं पे बहुत तेज जा रही है, कहीं पे नहीं जा रही है. द शेयर फैक्ट दैट द बॉयज कंसेंट इज नॉट इवन डिस्कस्ड इन कोर्ट is where you'll see कि जो actual research is lacking a little bit, जो nuance is lacking a little bit. But other than that, OMG2 is pretty much a good film purely because it's actually willing to talk about these things on the big screen. ऐसा बहुत rarely होता है कि correct language, correct intention से कोई film ऐसी बनाई जाए. Even when they're talking about things like sexual abuse, they're talking about real life causes that actually affect them instead of just saying कि अच्छा औरतें ऐसा करती हैं, लड़के ऐसा करते हैं, ये हो जाता है, वो हो जाता है, stuff like that. एंड ओवरऑल दिस फिल्म इज़ वेरी कन्फ्यूजिंग क्योंकि इंटेंशंस इनके बहुत सही जगह पे हैं, पर इट्स जस्ट समथिंग मिसिंग इन इट. इट्स काइंड ऑफ फनी, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फनी सीन्स इन दिस फिल्म, और वो मोस्टली क्रेडिट जाता है एक्टर्स को. लाइक द काइंड ऑफ chemistry that Yami Gautam and Pankaj Tripathi have in their acting, it is genuinely hilarious. Some of the court scenes are so funny. Another actor who does a great job is Geeta Sharma as Kanti's wife. वो जब screen पे हंसती है ना, when she does the kind of giggling, it's infectious. It is so fun. When she is just screaming, crying, it's funny and also you feel for her. Just the acting is so very well done in this film itself, and she adds a lot of charm to this film. OMG2 की एक बात यह है कि even though it's a great film, it does not capture the essence that OMG1 did. वो charm थोड़ा सा missing है, and I love that they're actually trying to put this message forward. अगर और थोड़ा nuance होता, थोड़ा research होता और 2-3 लोगों से बातें कर लेते तो फिल्म काफ़ी ज़्यादा बेहतर हो सकती थी. And इस वजह से my rating for OMG2 is 3 stars out of 5.